Hi, good morning, A2 students. So today we're going to look at some notes for a theorem that says the sum of the parts equals the whole. This is kind of common sense, but is a little difficult when it gets put into theory, so we're going to practice it. So 2-4, sum of, that's supposed to say parts in the title. So let's fix that. Sum of parts equals whole. So that means, I don't need to highlight that part. Sorry. If a segment or an angle is broken into pieces, if you add all the pieces together, they must equal the whole thing. So, looking at this first example here, if a ray cuts an angle into two or more parts, the sum of all the parts equals the whole angle. So, here we have ray QS, ray QS is cutting the angle RQP into two angles. One of those angles is that RQS. So part one would be angle RQS plus part two would be the other piece. SQP. SQP must equal that entire angle which is angle RQP. So if we know, let's say we know that angle RQS, and so to show angle RQS, I'm making that little arc mark where the opening is because that's the angle. That's the space between those two lines there that the angle is talking about. So let's say I know that the measure of that angle, excuse me, is 70 degrees. And then I also know that the measure of angle RQP is equal to 110 degrees. So that I would use another line not next to the 70 or a different color, either one, and show you that this whole piece is 110 degrees. That 110 is talking about the entire angle. So if the entire angle is 110 degrees, really it would make more sense if I put that 70 there. If the entire angle is 110 degrees and RQS is 70 degrees, what must angle SQP be? Well, just like we did there. Angle RQS is 110 plus angle SQP is what we don't know. That's what we're looking for. So I'll say X. I want that to be in blue though. Or I could just keep it angle SQP is equal to our red angle QRP, which was the entire thing, which we know, oh, I did that wrong. Brutal, guys. The entire angle is 110. It's a little early, I guess, this morning. And RQS, sorry to confuse us, RQS was 70 degrees. So you solve that equation. Minus 70 to both sides, or 70 plus what gets you to 110? And that would be 40 degrees. So the measure of angle SQP is equal to 40 degrees. And that's That's where you've got with some of the parts equals a whole there. If you've got if you have an angle or a segment that is broken into pieces, if you add all those pieces together, it has to equal that entire thing. It just makes sense that way. We'll look at another example in the next one.